This is the reason your cat stares at you in the middle of the night, and it's not what you think. If you've ever woken up at 3 a.m. to find your cat sitting inches from your face, just watching, you're not alone. The internet jokes suggest your cat is plotting your demise, but what's actually happening turns out to be far more interesting. A landmark 2019 study from Oregon State University found that 64.3% of cats form secure emotional attachments to their owners, which is a rate nearly identical to the 65% found in human infants with their caregivers. Those numbers are almost the same, and that's not a coincidence. That strange nighttime staring, that positioning at the foot of your bed or curled against your head, none of it is random. What you're witnessing is attachment behavior. And science is finally catching up to what cat owners have suspected for years. Here's what's actually happening while you sleep. For decades, cats carried this reputation as aloof creatures who tolerate humans primarily as food dispensers. Dogs love you, cats use you. That was the conventional wisdom. And then came Dr. Kristyn Vitale and her team at Oregon State University's Human-Animal Interaction Lab. They adapted something called the Secure Base Test, which was originally designed to measure attachment in human infants, and applied it to 79 kittens and 38 adult cats. The test works like this. Put the cat in an unfamiliar room with their owner, have the owner leave for 2 minutes, then return. What they found challenged everything we thought we knew about feline behavior. 64.3% of kittens and 65.8% of adult cats displayed secure attachment, and these cats greeted their owners upon reunion before returning to calmly exploring the room. They were using their human as what researchers call a secure base, which is a source of safety from which to navigate the world. Dr. Vitale put it this way: like dogs, cats display social flexibility in regard to their attachments with humans. The majority of cats are securely attached to their owner and use them as a source of security in a novel environment. And here's the part that matters for tonight. Once that attachment forms, it stays. After a 6-week training intervention, 81% of the kittens retained their original attachment style, and Vitale noted that once an attachment style has been established between the cat and its caregiver, it appears to remain relatively stable over time. Your cat didn't just bond with you, they locked in. If your cat is genuinely attached to you, why do they spend the night staring at you like some kind of furry surveillance system? 5 factors are at play here, and they're all working at once. Natural wakefulness comes first. Cats aren't nocturnal, they're crepuscular, which means they're most active at dawn and dusk. Their ancestors evolved to hunt birds in the early morning and rodents at twilight, when prey is moving and light conditions favor their vision. You're deep in REM sleep during those hours, but your cat is biologically primed for activity. Secure attachment drives proximity seeking, and that Oregon State research explains why. Securely attached cats use their owners as a safe haven during stress, which means watching you sleep isn't creepy at all. Your cat is monitoring their attachment figure. You've become their security blanket, and they're keeping tabs. Territory plays a role too. Cats mark what's theirs through facial pheromones, and you've been marked. Your bed sits at the center of that territory, and watching over it serves 2 purposes at once: environmental vigilance and resource protection. That resource is you. Routine anticipation kicks in as well. Cats have excellent associative memory, and Dr. Evelyn Cass notes that cats are intelligent animals with a long memory who watch and learn from us, noting the patterns of our actions. That pre-dawn staring often correlates with knowing breakfast is coming, but here's the thing about guarding. Dr. Sabrina Whitmore clarifies that while it may appear as if your cat is watching over you while you sleep, this is more of a curious or loving behavior than guarding. It may well be that your cat sleeps with you simply because they like you. Sometimes the explanation really is that straightforward. 55% of cats sleep in their owners' beds, according to the 2024 APA National Pet Owners Survey. And where they position themselves actually tells you something about the relationship. Cats who sleep near your head are seeking warmth, since your head releases the most body heat of any part of your body. That position also signals a strong bond and a desire for easy wake-up access when breakfast arrives. Chest sleeping indicates deep emotional bonding. Cats in this position find comfort in your heartbeat and breathing patterns, which mimics the behavior kittens display with their mother. Foot-of-the-bed cats have struck a balance between affection and independence. They want to be close, but they're also maintaining an escape route and keeping a strategic vantage point on the room. Cats who sleep between your legs are seeking nest-like security with an accessible exit. One position surprises people more than the others. When your cat sleeps with their back turned to you, that signals maximum trust because they're willing to be vulnerable while you guard their blind spot. Cat behavior expert Pam Johnson-Bennett explains that since a cat is an animal that is both predator and prey, he wants to position himself in the safest place, and if he turns his back on you as he settles down, he's showing he trusts you. Your cat has plenty of opportunities to watch you because they're polyphasic sleepers. Instead of one long sleep block like humans get, cats take multiple naps throughout the day and night, with total sleep time ranging from 12 to 18 hours per 24-hour period. Kittens and seniors can sleep up to 20 hours. Each nap averages about 78 minutes. But here's what matters. Roughly 75% of that sleep is light, slow-wave rest, where they remain alert enough to wake instantly, and they can literally sleep while staying ready to respond. Only about 15 to 25% is true REM sleep, where they're fully relaxed and probably dreaming. Pioneering sleep researcher Michel Jouvet broke down cat consciousness this way. Approximately 35% of their day is spent fully awake, 50% in light sleep, and 15% in deep REM sleep. During your 8-hour sleep, your cat cycles through multiple complete sleep-wake episodes, which means they're not staring at you the entire night. They're checking in between naps. A University of Messina study using GPS tracking discovered something interesting about indoor cats. They actually shift their activity patterns to mirror their owners' schedules, while cats with outdoor access maintain more natural crepuscular rhythms. Consultant Ingrid Johnson explains this may not be hardwired feline code, but cats adapting their sleep-wake cycles to match their environment. They're syncing up with you. Researchers don't all agree on what this means, and the debate breaks down into distinct camps. Dr. Vitale and her colleagues emphasize genuine emotional attachment, with Vitale stating that the majority of cats are looking to their owners to be a source of safety and security, and that when they're in a stressful situation, how their owners are behaving can actually have a direct impact on their cat's behavior. Dr. James Serpell at Penn Vet supports this interpretation with data from the FABARC, which is the Feline Behavioral Assessment and Research Questionnaire. Serpell notes that a surprising number of owners are reporting moderate to severe behavioral problems in a cat when separated from its owner, and puts it bluntly, so much for the theory that cats don't really care about their owners. Dr. John Bradshaw offers a different perspective. As founder of the Anthrozoology Institute and author of Cat Sense, he urges caution against over-anthropomorphizing, pointing out that cats evolved from solitary animals that never needed sophisticated social repertoires the way wolves, and therefore dogs, did. Dr. Carlo Siracusa at Penn Vet lands somewhere in the middle. He believes cats are definitely attached to people, but explains that the way they're showing they're attached is very different from dogs. Dogs make a lot of prolonged physical contact, whereas cats may stay close to the person they like, but they don't necessarily engage in the same way. The attachment is real. The expression differs. Cat cognition research is experiencing something of a golden age right now, with several findings worth knowing about. A 2023 study from the University of Paris-Nanterre found that cats specifically recognize their owner's voice and respond to it while ignoring strangers using identical speech patterns. They know when it's you talking. Research published in May 2025 revealed that cats use different nostrils to smell familiar versus unfamiliar humans, with the left nostril processing familiar scents and the right handling unfamiliar ones. They're actively categorizing the people around them through smell. 94.4% of cats who play fetch learned the behavior spontaneously without any training, according to a December 2023 study. And here's what's telling about the dynamic. Cats initiate and end fetch sessions more often than owners do. They're running the show. Recent research documented over 276 distinct cat facial expressions, which reveals far more communicative ability than anyone previously believed cats possessed. One thing the research makes clear is that your sleep quality probably suffers from sharing a bed with your cat. A Swedish study analyzing over 30,000 participants found that cat owners had 18% higher odds of sleeping less than 7 hours per night compared to non-pet owners, with the researchers explicitly citing crepuscular behavior as the reason. A separate study found that cats sleeping in owners' beds were equally as disruptive as human partners. But here's what's telling about the bond. People keep doing it anyway. 55% of cats still sleep in their owners' beds despite the lost sleep, which suggests the emotional connection outweighs the disruption. The one strange thing your cat does every night while you sleep is this. They watch you, position themselves strategically around your body, and patrol the territory you share. Attachment science explains why. You've become their secure base in an uncertain world. That unblinking 3 a.m. stare isn't surveillance in any threatening sense. What you're seeing is a creature hardwired for independence that has, in 64.3% of cases, chosen attachment instead. Your cat's nighttime behavior isn't manipulation, and it isn't pure instinct either. What you're witnessing is the complex expression of an animal that evolved alone but decided to bond anyway. Whether that's love in the human sense, researchers still debate, but the behavioral signatures match what we see in securely attached human infants. That alone tells you something worth knowing. If you learned something new about your cat today, consider subscribing. We break down animal behavior, science, and the stories you didn't know you needed to hear. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.